Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Duran out there with Brown. Then there's Wiseman, and it's Blue in at the point guard. And for the Bulls, Kobe White is out there with Barnes. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Andre Drummond. And the latter half of the season, Greg, in your experience, did the games get easier or harder than it was earlier on?
Overall, I'd say it's harder later on. Physically, you're more banged up, and mentally, man, it's a long season, and that can wear on you as well.
And the pin. Start out with the ball. Here's Blue, covered by Barnes. Pass to Blue.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Chicago. Here's Pena from outside off the mark. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls and finished off by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
Now here's White. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Pena, White covering. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A three from Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Pena, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Now here's Barnes. Coming off 31 points last game. Richard, if there's an area where the Bulls have struggled, it's on the offensive end.
Kev, you're always such a politician. Look, if you don't have a lot of three-point attempts, a lot of free throw attempts, or offensive rebounds, without those three things, it is impossible to hang in there offensively.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Here's White, following the bucket by the Pistons. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Wiseman with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Pena. Rebound by the Bulls.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pass to White. Releases. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. White's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Good on the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside DeRozan. And Drummond kicks to Barnes. Another three for Chicago.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pistons trail by 6. The pass to Pena. Puts up a deep three. Another three for Detroit.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's White. And yes, it's good. White's got 6 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll. This start throughout the rest of the game.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Chicago making some changes. Johnson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for White. And then for Detroit, Trendon Watford comes in for Duren. And it's Thompson in for Brown. Here's Pena. Good on the three-point shot. 14 points for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Barnes. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Caruso. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thompson passes to Blue. Here's Watford, covered by Johnson. Here's Pena. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Thompson passes to Pena. Fades back. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Caruso. Drummond. Back to Caruso. Connects from 3-point range.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
here's Pena. Up and in on the layup. He's got 19.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 4. They are coming into... this, having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
You've got Johnson. Barnes out there with White. Then it's DeRozan. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here's Pena. 1:49 left in the first half of the game. Driving the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
White down low. He feeds it to Johnson. That one drops for him. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Thompson, a screen on White. Pena passes to Bryant. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 30.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Outside, White. And here's Barnes for 3. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
6-second difference between shot and game play.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
He dialed that one up from long distance. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bucket is good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And the first half is now in the books. Pistons ahead, up by 12. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Not to steer us completely off topic, but just out of curiosity, either of you ever think about coaching in the league?
You know, I don't know if I'd be good at it because I get so invested in these games, man. I might lose my cool at a bad call and, like, just go crazy.
My answer is no.
You heard it here first. No Coach O'Neal in our future. And now let's talk about our game at hand. What a first half for the Detroit Pistons.
Watch out, y'all. We're in the splash zone. Better get those fans in the front row some ponchos, baby. 3 balls are raining down, Shaq, everywhere you look.
I'm glad I'm not sitting there. This is a new suit, Kenny.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Richard, how about this? A lot of guys you played with are still in the league today. Does that affect your analysis? Of their play.
Oh, 100%. Nothing about me is impartial. If I don't like somebody, I'll say it to them, and I'll say it on TV. No, I'm just kidding, Cap. All kidding aside, I respect all of these guys, and I try and be as fair as possible.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Wiseman's out there with Durham. Then there's Brown, and it's Blue in at the point.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Pena. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Here's DeRozan. Drops it in from 11 feet.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Detroit leading by 13. To the middle, here's Pena, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Over in the corner, White. Wiseman with the rebound. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. Here's Barnes. He's got 12. Over in the corner, White. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pena, White covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
Drummond sets the screen for Barnes. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound. Here's Wiseman. Here's Pena. Connects it. Again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got 15 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Kobe White. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pena, defended by Caruso. Detroit, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 16. Out to the right wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso.
For Alex Caruso, the advanced numbers say he is one of the best defenders in the league.
The eye test backs that up. Caruso just sticks to guys, performs very well against the best guards in the game, is tremendous at anticipating sets. It shows his basketball IQ.
Pass to Barnes. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's good, 2 points. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. There's the pick. Here's Blue. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Barnes. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pistons passing it around. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Pistons have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Good on both.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more, and doing just that.
Outside DeRozan. From the line. Thompson with the rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
It's Thomas on the wing. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage.
Both teams changing it up here. Left side, DeRozan passes it to Drummond. Back to Barnes. Now White. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. There's the triple. And the Bulls with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
DeRozan out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Barnes. Then it's White. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Pena. Sinks the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. He takes it in, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Here's Pena. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Here's Pena. Drops in the layup for 2.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean,
and so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did